Ain't this what they've been waiting for? In the back of the locked on wrist, see my dreams unfold. Come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew. Like a sneeze, please for them getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil', I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my...
And it's the Nets on a road trip for this one. An interconference game today, looking for the win. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. You look at the Jazz. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game. Now they hope to get back on track here at home.
And this is a great chance, Kevin, for this team to establish some home court dominance. Long stand coming up in front of them, and an easy way to try and build some momentum.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Rebounded by Bailey. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong in rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now, here's Harper. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Jazz shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Deontay George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
Here's Bailey. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Out left to the wing. And
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now, here's Harper. There's the drive. On the wing, Markkanen. Misses the 3. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Jazz. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. is known as an excellent tactician. He doesn't. Incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
The Nets with the lead. And it's sent back by George. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Off the inbound pass.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Harper. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Queen. Another shot. Misses at the rim. Utah trailing here. Pass to Duren. Back to Harper. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Harper's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Six to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Count that bucket. 7 points in the game.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
He can't get that one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Got a piece of it.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Number 35. Bol.
To the left side wing. Here's Bailey. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Bol, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Now, here's Harper. He has 7. Driving inside. And Harper slams it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Nets trailed by 3. Pulls up on the wing. That shot missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's George. And Bol pulls it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Bailey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Utah shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And Harper drops them both. And the Nets with possession here. It's a three-point game. Pass to Bull. Shoots from the elbow. A rebound by the Jazz.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Ware. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And Utah making a change here. Fires top of the key. And the shot is long.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Collier. And Bull pulls it down. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Shot's good by Williams.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Duren slams it in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Bailey. Duren pulls it in. Utah leading by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim. 4-on-3 break. A shot by Williams, no good. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Collier. And he drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Mark Williams. For Utah, they look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The Nets making a switch here. And here are the Nets, trailing by 2. A steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Thomas with it. Dort covering. Bull inside. And it's good for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Collier. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Bull pulls it down. And 101 left here in the first quarter. Queen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Filipowski. Still yet to score. Dort wide open. Good on the triple.
Boy, nice rise and fire from Lou Dort.
It's Powell on the wing. They set the pick. Shoots over Harper. Powell, that's good. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Filipowski. A 3 ball. And Bull pulls it down. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Thomas. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bol. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
The assist.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Utah out in front, up by... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Now Harper. Pass to Filipowski. Lets it go with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Filipowski's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah. Now here's Bol. Takes it off the glass. Bol's got 8.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Right side, Harper. Outside, Dort. Launches it. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Queen. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Filipowski. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Bol. A fadeaway J off the mark.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
The kick out to Harper. Pass to Collier. Fires from the wing. Misses off the left iron. Nets trailed by 4. Here's Thomas. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, just tremendous hustle on display from Cam Thomas in that opportunity. And you love fast break buckets. Makes the game easier.
And here's Harper from the arc. And Bol pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
With the drive. Trying his luck from deep. That shot is off. Right side Harper. Inside. Here's Hendricks. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Outside Thomas. And the 3 off target. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Filipowski. He has 5. Here's Hendricks. No good from outside. It's Thomas on the wing. "17-foot shot on the way. Dort with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Collier. That's good. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. It's blocked. Pass to Harper. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Nets. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Harper. Hefty move. And he lays it up and in. Harper's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Poked away. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Filipowski. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. And now it's a 9-point Utah lead. Outside Thomas. There's a screen by Williams. Pass to Bailey. Over Harper. Bailey misses. Utah leading by 9. Right side Harper. Clock at 6. The second chance effort. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Teardrop shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Jazz leading by 8. Has to Ware. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The kick out to Williams. Fades. He gets it in there. 8 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Duren slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
George with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Bailey. Got a piece of it. Here's Collier. He's got 5.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
And he gets it to go. Collier's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Nice move. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. 1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. 4 on the clock. Fades back. Here's Queen. Up and in on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
It's tipped.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's the break for the finish. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Harper. Throws it up high. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. From past the arc, Duren pulls it in. Jazz leading by 10. Right side, Harper. Jazz passing it around. Williams with the block. Now here's Caruso. 5 points in the game. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
And Duren slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. with the teardrop. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Bailey. And it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Right side, Harper has to Ware. To the wing on the left. And that one is hammered home.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Timeout called, the Nets. Nets trailed by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And here's George. He has 6. Outside Harper. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Queen gets it to go.
Assist from.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Markkanen down low. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bailey. It's blocked. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Nets trailed by 7. Duren brings the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
The jump ball.
Six on the shot clock. From the wing. Offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Bailey. 13 points in the game. Over George. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Cameron Thomas.
Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Dort. Here's Ware. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ware's got his third bucket of the night.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Offside Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Puts the move on, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So it's the Jazz now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Harper. No one near him. And Duren finishes inside. And now it's a 10-point Utah lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now Flynn, still without a basket. We've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Harper. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to George. Releases. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 22 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Nets making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. The 15-footer. The shot will not fall. Nets trailed by 11. Driving in. Hendricks pulls it in.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
To the inside.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Thomas has it in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Going inside. Pass to Hendricks. Hits it from three-point range. Hendricks has got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Collier, and he banks in the layup. Collier's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Bull. They get it again. Got a piece of it. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution on the court.
40 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bull on the mark with the 15-footer. He's got 10.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Three-pointer doesn't get it to drop for him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Thomas's shot is off. Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Filipowski. Over in the corner, Dort. Here's Filipowski. Bull covering. Back to Dort. 1 second left. And so it's Utah with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points.
67.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Nets with possession here. It's a 14-point game. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for him. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And it's Utah's ball. They set the screen to the middle, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Outside Harper. There's the lob to the hoop. 11 feet away, and the rebound by Nurkic. Nets trailed by 13. It's Thomas on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Here's Harper. Dort trying to free himself up. Harper, no good. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Utah leading by 10. Down low. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Powell inside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Dort, left side. Harper with the ball. And Bull pulls it down.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Reporter David Aldridge.
Hey guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And both free throws good for Duren. Nets trailed by 10. Upside Thomas. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. 14 feet away. Utah with the rebound. Here's Collier. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
The shot's good on the assist by George. Collier's got 4 points in the quarter.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
To the left wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. No good on the three. Here's Ware. And that one is stuffed right through.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now, here's Bull. Can they get it? It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Moving well in the pick and roll. Bull's understanding for how to capitalize in that spot is big.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Duran high post. And Duran slams it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. Down by 15. It's Powell on the wing. There's the screen. Into the lane. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Jazz lead by 18.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the bench. Number 31, Derek Queen.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one doesn't drop. Utah leading by 18. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
Shot from the wing. Got a hand on it. Over to the left wing. That's tipped. And here is Caruso. And he uses both hands to jam it in. Utah with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Filipowski. Rebound, Brooklyn.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Bailey. Puts up a deep three. And Ware pulls it down.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Back to Harper. Pass to Ware. Here's Queen. He takes it in. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Shot clock at 2. And Ware pulls it down. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Puts up a three. It's hauled in by George.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Inside. Here's Ware. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Brooklyn foul. Number 18.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 19-5 run here. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 25 points in the game.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Back to Duren.
2 minutes remaining.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Bailey. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Utah. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Yes, that goes in. Harper's got 5 points now this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it.
Oh!
18.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Duren.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drives to the hoop. And Duren slams it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Keontae George picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's perfect from the line this time. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Outside Harper. Duren a screen. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really
Look, if you not getting richer every year, then you just backwards hustling. You moving off emotion, I'm strategizing, discussing it. See, I've been on my supplements, fish oils, chlorophyll, Motize, my hair growing out. Loving it. Some people can't piece life together. It's really puzzling. Talking about trust me, I got you, but I'm not trusting it. Commercial real estate by the Fox. Yeah, they constructing it. Business flowing like the symphony orchestra. I'm conducting it. I crack my knuckles and egg now I'm back to new. I had to. We not compatible. Team on the line, yeah, the lovers all lateral. You cannot practice, but it's not practical. With the tactics, get tactical. With the rations, get irrational. I cannot talk to you just like them when they mad at you. I overwork and do I don't have to do. Stumble and stagger through. Dodge all the and dodge all that. To working these and blessing them so long, I might as well take a sabbatical. I tell the truth like a polygraph in the woofer, like these rappers do when they cause they feel like they having to. System is not a system, it's a trap for you. It's our season, yeah, Larry Jones. Shine when you dropping very soon. I get to transforming under every moon. When they bury me, they gotta bury tones. I'm just one kid in, I can't be. When you see me, y'all just know I'm the richest Ross rich off in every room. Yeah. Al, what up?
Know myself and every time it's a hit.
Know myself every time it's a hit.
This might be the greatest
game. They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young while we all grow old. In a world where you never bite a hand that feeds you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy come, easy go. So they say, so we know. And in fall, then we fall. Puppet strings.
Back of television telling lies to me. If a penny for your thoughts, then it's costing me. Just the luck of the draw in the. And an eye for an eye in today's economy.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with.
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
Crawl before you walk. Walk before you run.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure.
But if you want it bad, it's the love of possession.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Cause beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Hold up, I'm about to get the game sewed up.
Take a second just to sit and chill and smell the roses. Looking for acceptance, open doors and never close them.
When the hand's dealt,
you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day, keeping doctors homebound. Using the word they can be more than a pronoun.
And if you don't pray, they be breaking the quotes out.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with.
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
We are back with a fresh.
Let's ball. Season 5. We have reached the halfway point. 3 weeks remaining.
All new episode of NBA.
Paparazzi, they be taking them flick. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in a miss. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate me, I walk and lie again. Yeah. Paparazzi, they be flicking while I stay hating my mission. My operation is different, my compensation exquisite. Got a taste of commission, I couldn't wait for permission. They used to tell me no, I'm the one that made the decision. Big topper, big papa, I be doing the most. Rich watcher, get proper when I ride in the ghost. Big walker, big offer, they know harder than foe. You don't even gotta tell them, and they already know. The one that's going up, big body truck. They acting like they tough. We know well enough, and we know that you ain't that. And we know your crew ain't stacked. Man, don't run up, this is facts. Only talk about hits and plaques, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often, and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this. Right now I need to decide, cause I'm intrigued by your vibe. I seen the dream in your eyes, you might not even be mine. Came on the scene with your prize, I'm who you need and that's fine. Like who you leaving inside, for you I'm legally blind, yeah. But only for the night, but that's okay though. We fell in love the first day though. You flew me out to Barbados, can't post you, we gotta lay they together, but you my bae though. I do whatever you say though, tryna pop out, I'm like, hey yo. We can't do that, gotta slide on the low. When we slide to the stove, locking eyes at the door, cause you ain't messing with no amateur, and I ain't tryna handle you. But when I'm walking out, I'm always checking for the camera. Cause paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often, and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one to trend the topic, they replaying my hits. My face is legit, ain't score, but I'ma make this.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball.
Here we go.
With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So glad you could join us here in Brooklyn, the home of the Nets. And, of course, Tari Eason. This is their first game without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Queen. Off on the layup. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Dort grabs the miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. It's a three-point game. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Harper. Very solid contribution. From him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. They trail by 9 points. To the left side wing. And again, it's the Nets missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Outside, George. Has to Ware. Duren down low. Makes it off the glass. Duren's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Will it go? And Ware pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, pass to Caruso. Nets passing it around. 6 to shoot. And the basket by Bailey.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Harper. He has 5. Duren down low. Off with the layup. Here's Bailey. Bangs on the trifecta. Bailey's got it back down to within single digits for the Nets.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 3. Rebound, Utah. George looking over the floor. Shoots over Caruso. The Jazz again can't hit it. Pass to Bailey. Teardrop shot. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Williams comes with the double team. To the inside. George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nets trailed by 10. For 3. And it's Harper with the rebound. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 17-5 run here. And Harper slams it in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
That one drops for him.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And Harper slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Bailey. He has 5. Screen by Bol. Bailey misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Harper. Here's Ware. That 3 off the mark. Nets trailed by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
No good from the wing. Outside Harper. Pocket 6. And Harper slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Lets the 3 fly. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Nets trailed by 11. They set the pick. Flynn with it. Duren picks him up. Stolen by George. And now Utah, fast break. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Jazz.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
The other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here's Collier. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Filipowski. It's hauled in by Queen.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Bull. And the three off target. Jazz leading by 11 to the paint. Here's Hendricks. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
It's tipped. All by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
Here's Collier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Hendricks. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets trailed by 13. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the wing. Back to Flynn. And now Utah, fast break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to...
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Back to Flynn. Here's Thomas. Outside Flynn. Now, here's Bull. The rebound by Collier.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Harper. There's the pick. And he drops it in from the low post. Harper's got 17.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Bull. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. The three. They get it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Filipowski. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Harper with the ball. Now Thomas defending. There's a good screen. With the drive, here's Harper. The rebound by the Nets. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Utah leading by 16. Utah moving it around. It's hauled in by Queen. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Shoots the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. There's the double team with Bull. Pass to Markkanen. Harper with the ball. 21 points in the game. And they pick up 2.
Timeout.
Harper's got 23 points.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. The Jazz making a switch here. Nets trailed by 18. Outside Flynn. Pass to Powell. Down low. Picked him clean. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, D.A., that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Outside Flynn. To stop the drought. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Flynn. They set the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. 4 on the clock. Right side Harper. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Nets trailed by 21. And here is Powell. Still yet to score.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. from the inbound. And Harper slams it in. Now Bol. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Thomas. Pass to Powell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Utah leading by 23. Harper with the ball. Now Bol defending. Here is Harper. And he has 28 points for the game. Drops in the layup for 2. Harper's got 30.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And the Jazz making a change here. On the court. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
2 men on the run. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Shooting 2.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line, shooting 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Jazz leading by 22. Here's Collier, and he jams it with authority.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Utah.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Shot on the wing. The shot that time, not on target.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Up top, Dort. No scoring in this one. The Jazz working the ball around now. 5 to shoot.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
13 foul.
To the left wing. Here's Collier. Duren, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. You a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Here's Collier. He has 6. Outside, George. There's the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Left block shot on the way.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Here's Collier. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Collier's got 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Queen. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Assist.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's the floater.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
14 foul.
George up top. He has 6. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 6. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Looking to end his cold spell. He takes it up and lays it in. 13 points in the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Duren. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
If it's not here, don't hit it in the bucket. He's set. Let's do it. All right, man.
From the baseline. And the shot falls short this time.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And so it's the Utah Jazz in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now, here is George. Here's Harper. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Harper. Rebounded by Bailey. Misses the baby hook. Outside Harper. Pass to Duren. The 3 from George. That shot no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
17-foot shot on the way. Queen. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Harper. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Over in the corner, Dort. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Dort's got 5 points so far.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Right side, Harper. And he banks in the layup. Harper's got 33 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brooklyn with the ball. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yep, that one goes.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Duren a screen. There's the lock to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
For Brooklyn, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
At the line.
Second free throw, no good. And it's the Jazz's ball. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. The second chance effort. Harper, no good. Takes a 3. Pass to Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. And Ware pulls it down.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the Jazz with possession here. And it's Dort off the drive.
Well, Lou Dort off the deck, that powerful frame on the drive. Don't mess with him, boy.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Fires from deep. Here's Queen. Good on the shot.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
On the wing, Williams. Looking to get it going. And it goes down 2 points. He's got 18.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. A 3 ball. And it's Harper with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Count the basket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Driving inside. Rebound, Utah. Right side, Dort. Yes, that goes in. Dort's got 7 now in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Bailey. And no good that time. So it's the Jazz now. Nice ball movement by Utah.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Over in the corner, Caruso. There's a screen. Shot to stop the run. Filipowski grabs the board. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Ware. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Lord, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word with some what I deserve.